Give me.
They are pretty straightforward.
Dang!
And he punches really, really hard.
Yeah, really hard. What the hell?
Throwing the haymakers.
That's exactly right. This is not a martial arts.
That's a launcher.
You know,
It's a good launcher too.
there's not a lot
Big
of
foot. Big foot. I
One
said
of the
big
first moves
foot.
I'd like to show is his forward four, which is like his pretty good advancing mid.
Yeah, it is.
Slams you down.
Ooh, damn.
A lot of his moves are
That's a
high,
damn. Whoa!
so this
That
is
is a
what you
lot.
wanna use when you wanna go
God
out.
damn.
That's a really good-
20%?
Yeah, at the end is just a 1+3 end card.
Bro.
Right.
I mean, at least he doesn't like get a combo off of it, right?
This is back one, and it has two options.
Yeah, that looks like
Back 1-1.
back 1-1. Okay.
Back 1-2 is mid and is safer.
I really hope he's got some cool air.
Damn, bro, chill
We'll
out.
have to wait, I guess.
Well, I'm sure we'll see. He also has some really interesting mix-ups to open up the opponent. Like, for example, his sweep
Is a
pretty
sweep?
unique because he
Damn.
jumps down and does extra damage
Is that an overhead?
Because he's that fast.
because he's super, super fast.
Yeah, he's super.
Show off.
Yeah,
He
that's
also has forward
way
three
too damn
moves,
fast.
stomps to crown and creates
Whoa.
an earthquake.
So strong.
Okay.
And then
I can call out it. I can call it an ambush for that, right?
awesome long-range overhead
Mm.
where he sits across the
Damn! How far is that? How far is that? How far are we talking?
behind it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still an overhead. So no matter if it's behind him or in front of him, as long as you're still blocking
That's all that's
like
all I
above
need.
you, then you're fine.
yeah, you can mix that up with the sweep.
Ooh.
He just loves putting people's faces in the ground.
I think you can get your combo off that, right?
So let's go over his special moves.
Yes.
One unique thing about Omni-man is he actually has a lot of aerial mobility. All of his special moves can be done in the air. He has ground and air versions of all of them, which is
Mhm.
pretty unique to MK. First one I'd like to show is the Mega Clap. Puts his hands together. It's not patty cake, it's the Mega Clap. Sends them very, very far. It's a great combo ender with Punisher. Mid-range footsie
It's a
tool.
good. It's
Do
a
you almost
good
use it
mid
like
range.
zoning too?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Keep them in, keep them out.
Doesn't
EX
go, doesn't
version-
go full screen.
Not full screen, but the EX version goes even further and will destroy projectiles.
Oh,
Man, he's just tearing up the ground.
I like that. I like that idea. Destroy projectiles. That's a great idea.
Big charge move where he literally just like charges in with his chest. And we've all learned in the 90s in N64 wrestling games that if you put your chest
Yes.
out, you're blocking moves. So he can just barge in.
Damn.
And the EX version has armor, so this is kind of his advanced.
pretty
move.
far.
You think they're gonna do like a projectile? You want to get in, kind of similar to like a Johnny Cage Shadow.
I like this. I like that. He's literally doing exactly what other people were guessing or theorizing, that he's gonna be a zoner Punisher.
He has
Like you're not gonna be able to zone him.
exactly torpedo move. And he's
God damn.
classic. He can do this in the air and it actually goes down.
Oh, it does downwards.
To pop the opponent up.
It doesn't need a bar to pop him.
Great. Full
What?
screen at any moment. You can see it's very, very quick.
Very.
So this is interesting though, because if you do it on the ground, you're not following up.
Oh.
But if you do it in the air, he gets
Oh,
a pop out.
Mmm.
very cool. I also really like how the blood from his opponent gets onto his costume.
It's
It's
Damn.
pretty awesome. Like I know that we get blood on everything, but for some reason on him it just looks real cool.
It's just kind of iconic with
Yeah.
him, you know.
yes.
Yeah.
So then let's go over his most interesting special move that I think really sets him apart. The Viltrumite stance.
Mm.
So it's down back 3.
Yep, it's a stance.
Starts hovering in the air. And from here, he has 4 different moves plus a bunch of mobility options. Let's start with the mobility. You can cancel it. You
Okay.
can also warp forward.
Oh,
Damn, that was quick as hell. Oh, he has to cross his arms for him to actually do it. Okay. So that's a good indication, like, oh, he's gonna do this.
The first, I think, is one of the key moves, which is this grab. And this is like his main combo starter. You can quickly go into it.
Okay.
You can even go into it off of the low I talked about earlier.
Wow.
dragging people in.
Wow.
He also
20%.
has this move where he zooms across super, super fast behind you. That's a great combo ender. It's a great check. You think the opponent might try to like throw something out when he's in the stance. You can quickly go into it.
Rest in peace to Rain players, cause like literally, you're not gonna be able to do half of his like projectiles,
And then lastly,
cause all of his projectiles have startups, like a long startups, and his is so quick.
and then covers all the
Pop
floor
up.
space. So it's kind of like the upwards version of the zip behind you.
I just love that spine break.
It's so cool. I like the facial animation. So then the question is, how am I supposed to go into this stance when you're doing projectiles, you're doing long-range normals and all that? And he's just vulnerable floating there, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think
Wrong.
he is.
I don't think so.
No, he's not.
So in Viltrumite's stance, when he does
He
all
automatically
fireballs,
does it?
They will literally just pass through him as long as he's in it. And that includes in the air.
That's some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
It's definitely
It's
awesome.
pretty awesome.
Wow.
The EX version starts up faster and also makes him immune
To all
to
buttons.
normal attacks as well. And then he can go in and punish them.
That's so cool.
as
So what do you do?
Finding time to
How do you
use
fight this?
Yes. And again, he can do that in the air. The EX version is very, very quick.
That's gonna be embarrassing too.
It is very, very, very
That's
cool.
awesome. I love it.
And then lastly, for his mobility, he has a unique air dash. This
Ooh.
actually has a physical hit attack.
I'm thinking some Dragon Ball Fighters type of dash. What the hell?
See, he spins the opponent around.
Oh.
Directly hit.
Wow.
It's
That's
like
cool.
So you can do stuff like
Damn, that's so cool. What?
you can use that
That's
hit.
actually awesome to look at. Like visually, that's
You
amazing.
always have that physical
That
hit.
is amazing visually.
If you just do it for the first time, it doesn't take any meter. If you want to do it twice, like in a combo like I showed, it's going to take a bar. Similar to how Natara works.
Yeah, it's something like Natara. Exactly.
So I think in general, Omni-man's a pretty
He's a pretty much a
powerhouse
beast.
to play, but he's got great mobility options, great offensive ability, and I think the Viltrumite stance is going to be super, super interesting.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing Viltrumite stance the most in every situation.
When you hear stance, you get a little.
Once you see him in the air, you immediately have to be aware of which one he's gonna go for. Either the mix,
He is meant to be
overhead,
just like you see
or
on
he's
the
gonna go
other
for the
players,
grab,
just an
or he's
outlet
just
for
gonna stand there.
people.
There's so much you can do in one situation, in one stance. Like in one stance, he's doing everything. It's crazy. It's just crazy to think about because all of this is in one
You
move.
guys like to see Tremor?
I think we would.
You know what? Let's just save it for another day, Raven.
Just save it?
Just save it for another day.
Huh?
I would vote yes.
All right.
Alright,
I'm
I
swayed.
guess
Okay.
we'll do
Okay.
it.
All right.
So Tremor's one of the most interesting cameos in the game. I can't wait to see our players use him because he has more moves than any of the original roster cameos.
Okay.
Let's see how it works.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we all know Tremor debuted in Mortal Kombat Special Forces, but he really made his big playable debut in MKX.
Correct,
Where he
correct.
had 3 variations.
Yes.
And that's something our design team wanted to bring back. You can actually go Aftershock, Metallic, and Crystalline, and he has a different set of moves in each stance. So I'll show how it works. He starts with Aftershock. You can even see in his life bar, and he's like the brown, rocky, kind of traditional looking clobbering time Tremor.
Right.
So he has 3 moves when he's in Aftershock. He has his Rock Punch. Which is
Okay.
exactly what you do.
It's a good ender.
Lunge and
Punch,
Great
punch.
ender,
it's
great
a
ender.
single block, it knocks you away. You can use it to end your strings. He also has Up Punch.
Great start. Great starter combo.
Which I'm pretty sure he also had
In
in
MKX.
MKX.
Yes,
and
he
then
did.
lastly, he has his Ground Pound, where he comes in, he does a low,
Mm.
and then pieces.
Is that a
up.
double or
So
triple low?
if you
It
have
looks like a
an
double low.
overhead, for example, maybe you have a mid-screen overhead that's almost instant. You can also have a mid-screen low that's almost.
That's triple low. That was a triple low. Okay.
That's just a knockdown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you would say Aftershock, he's sort of the attacker.
Yeah,
The
I would say
offensive
it's,
one?
it's offensive. It's pretty basic. It's
Yeah.
just kind of standard Tremor.
It's a very standard, but very, very good.
Default one. So then, at any time, you hit R1, and he'll come out, and he'll cycle to the next one. which is
Okay.
Metallic.
I thought you could just
Now
do
he
it
has an
without
entire
having to
set
summon
of
him.
moves. And they're all lava-based. He has his Lava Burst, which is like your mid-range.
Is that a-
safe
wait.
kind of-
Okay.
There's
I don't know if you're gonna have enough
He
time
has
to
an
push a
anti-air
button
Lava
after
Burst.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You may look. It may have.
He
You
has
may
a
be able
bowling
to.
ball, which is a
He has the
weapon,
bowling ball.
and if
Okay.
you hold it, it becomes an overhead.
Okay.
Oh.
So he's got kind of mid-range
Could
attacks,
you change the
plus a
trajectory?
full screen that you can mix up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Again,
So then-
straight out of MKX.
No, it doesn't seem like
Right,
so. It
then
seems
that
like you
gives
can only do it full
also
screen.
zoning abilities or a projectile if you have a character that is lacking that,
Exactly.
which is awesome.
Or if you have really good projectiles and you want to double down,
Double
with those
down.
steps, you can go that way.
Right.
And maybe you have like really great anti-air, and this can be a low that is going to make them want to jump. You know, you could put out Lime's lantern, and then you can do this. It's just all kind. I think the creative freedom in the cameo system is the coolest part of the game, right?
Yeah,
agree more.
it's the
And then
best
lastly,
thing about the
one
game.
more stance,
Okay.
Crystalline.
People have been looking forward to this.
Yeah, Ed kind of teased it, and I think a lot of people guessed some of the stuff he could do.
Yeah, totally.
So in Crystalline, he has 2 attacks.
Only
He
2.
has Crystalline Burst, which will reflect projectiles.
Cool.
And then the big one, and a lot of people were like, "There's no way they're gonna do that." We did.
No! No!
Crystalline armor, it's doomsday for the opponent.
Oh.
I was too slow.
Wait. There's no way they brought it back. No way.
So he's gonna summon the armor.
No way!
Absolutely bad.
Yo, you're bugging. You guys are crazy.
So the way this works, the cycling is once you do the cycle,
Yo!
and it
Bro,
goes
chill
down,
out. No, chill out, chill out, chill out. Say psych, say psych.
You could go from crystalline to aftershock instead of and skip metallic in between, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
it's cycling.
Yeah.
So there is definitely a skill
Yes.
gap.
Yeah, you can cycle
Back
through.
and forth.
Okay.
You know what you're doing.
So Ginyu Force type of shit. Okay, so you have to remember, or you don't really have to remember. You just have to look at it and
You're
just.
gonna have to manage the order that you're
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot go
yeah,
straight from Aftershock to
Like you can't just do up R1 or down R1 or you know what I'm saying. Like you can't just do it. You have to summon them and then you can continuously switch over, which is
But
cool.
it'll make
Keeps.
sense because there's only 3.
Right.
So it's whether you want to go which order. And then there's a really, really, really cool twist, I think, really sets him apart. When you call him out, it's an ambush move, and you can transition into any of these attacks. So let me show you.
What you
right
mean?
now I'm in Crystalline.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to Aftershock and then immediately enter a back in R1, he will immediately, while still on screen, go into the ground pound. Like so.
Yo! Yes! 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 That is a great. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my. He can immediately do a move. Wait, did it cost a bar?
Instant crystalline armor.
It did cost a
Very
bar.
cool.
So that means all of his moves can also be ambush moves if you commit to bringing him out, swapping, and then immediately doing the move. Now that's going to be somewhat risky. They can beat you out of it.
What the
You're gonna have
fuck?
to be where you are in the cycle and all that. So there's a lot of risk and a lot of catharsis going to go into it, but it's extremely powerful if you can master the cycle. And I think it's one of the cooler mechanics in the game for
That is amazing.
Excellent.
Very cool.
So that's that, huh?
I think we have one more thing to show.
Oh.
His fatal blow, and the fatal blow attack that he goes into is pretty neat because again it uses his speed.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get into some matches?
So early access for Omni-Man is on the 9th.
That's right.
Tomorrow.
Later this month.
And in addition to that, too, we will be having free trial towers as well. So you'll be able to try Omni-Man for free if you do not have early access for it.
Yep, and that'll be in the gateway portal.
Correct.
Sounds great.
Hi.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it.
You should be waiting for it. Is it?
That's it. That's it. Birthday shout out.
Your favorite part. It's your favorite
God. Okay. While they do this, I'm rewatching certain things.
You have to manage that.
I'm rewatching certain things because this is kind of crazy. I gotta rewatch certain things. Certain things I'm interested in. Of course, Tremor, because like Tremor is godlike.
Aftershock, metallic, and crystalline, and he has a different set
Rewatching
of
this, man.
in each stance. So I'll show how it works. He starts with Aftershock. You can even see in his life bar, and he's like the brown, rocky, kind of traditional looking, clobbering Tremor.
Right.
So he has 3 moves. when
Bro,
in.
he's so fucking cool.
He has his rock punch.
His
is
rock
exactly
punch,
he just
which
goes
looks like a
down,
mid, of
it's
course.
safe on block, it knocks you away.
It's not an ambush, which is kind of like.
He also
Yeah.
has up punch, which is a pop-up starter.
Which I'm pretty sure he also had
in
in
MKX.
MKX.
Oh, and then pieces out. So if you have a really good overhead, for example, maybe you have a mid-screen overhead that someone.
It was a triple low,
You can
right?
also have a mid-screen low that someone.
Yeah, it is a triple low.
Which is
Okay.
pretty awesome.
That's just a knockdown.
Exactly. Right.
And so you would
Next.
The one you
Let's
like.
get into the other one,
And we'll
metallic.
cycle to the next one, which is metallic. Now he has an entirely new set of moves, and they're all lava based. He has lava burst, which is like your mid-range, safe kind of.
This I'm questioning, cause like I don't see a use for this. It's mid range. It doesn't go too far, and it doesn't look like it like stuns them, like keep them in place type shit. Instead, it makes them fall, which makes them like, all right, what am I gonna do next type shit. But I'm still like trying to think, what's the purpose for this? Because unless I can follow up with something after that, which doesn't seem like so, because he falls to the ground pretty quickly. Yeah, he falls to the ground pretty quickly. And by the time he's falling, Omni-Man can't do anything. He's going back into his stance, so you can't really do anything. And Omni-Man is fast. He looks like he's the fastest character in the game. So I can't really see what's the purpose of this move specifically. That one, the anti-air, that's of course that's helpful for combo start. Well, helpful for combos. Like if you don't want to use a bar for a pop. I mean, Omni-Man has 2 pop-up moves, so seeing this as another pop-up gives him more time to do combos. Like he could do one of the 2 pop-up moves, and then once he's done doing that, he can use tremors. I'm trying to see if he pulls it up again. Yeah, if he does, oh my god, if they show it. But yeah, once he does that, then he could do his air combos, which works perfectly. But another one, which is his bowling ball. This is interesting because it feels like another Kung Lao situation. This really does remind me of Kung Lao. I'm scared that it is, but I'm also interested on how it works. Is it the same frames? Like, is it still like crazy safe on block how it was for Kung Lao? Because it seemed like so, because he got out of the move pretty quickly. Like if you watch Omni-Man, he gets out of it pretty quickly. He gets at the same time as Kung Lao does once he uses Kung Lao's hat. So it could be the same frames, same everything. It looks the same. So I'm gonna guess it's exactly like Kung Lao's. We don't know about the timing for his cameo to reset, so we don't know about that one yet. But let's keep going.
And if you hold it, it becomes an overhead.
This one, that's also cool. That's also cool because mostly you're gonna get into a lot of situations where you're gonna be in a lot of full screen situations like these. If they're finding someone like this, if I was finding Omni-Man, I would be in a situation most of the time because I do not want him to be close to me. But Omni-Man is the type of character that will literally shut you down from zoning. And seeing Tremor's overhead move helps out a lot because if I'm not using my my special moves to cancel this, to close the space or close the gap, I can use Tremor to throw the overhead, and then the opponent will most likely throw their projectile also, but then they'll get hit. But Tremor, I think, will get hit first. He looks like he gets out of the way pretty quickly before he does, so probably most likely, because I learned a trick where cameos can take hits of projectiles so that you can keep going, so that you don't have to take damage and you don't have to take stun timing. So that's also like really good.
And if you hold it, it becomes.
But yeah, that overhead looks great. But the downside about this one is that you can't change it to like close, medium, or far, but it's always gonna be far. So that's cool. And now Crystalline. Crystalline looks broken. Broken. Sorry, it is. It's broken. It's literally MKX Tremor all over again. If you do not remember what I'm not even gonna talk about it because it's showing. So this looks quick. I don't know if you can hold this, but it looks quick. I don't know how much time you're really gonna do. The armor shit. This was pretty much what Tremor was made. This was what Tremor was top tier for, because he can eat most of the cast's attacks like it was super armor, and then be able to, you know what I'm saying, like he could pretty much eat the whole shit and just keep fighting back. So what I'm thinking what they're doing is that they're taking some notes of what they did last time from MKX into not just eating it, but he can't do anything. Like, he can't stop you from happening.
All right, here we go.
But I also want to know, is he taking less? It also pushes him back, which is something I didn't notice before. He's also getting pushed back. So I'm trying to think, is that a good thing or a bad thing that he's pushing them back?
All right, here we go.
I'm trying to think.
He's gonna summon the armor,
It looks, I feel like it's a good thing.
and he will just absorb attacks.
Yeah, he absorbs them. Oh, there's another thing. He may be able to possibly beat armor special moves. Like Kung Lao's. Kung Lao's is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best wake up armor special moves in the game. Mostly because, one, it's armored. Two, it's safe by half of the cast. Only 2 people can stop him from punishing him. But with this armor, it seems like so that we can possibly be able to beat him. Like, they haven't really said anything about armor moves. They just said eat moves. Like, they can basically like, eat anything. So I'm just thinking, like, if he can eat armored moves on top of that, then he can possibly beat Kung Lao. He could possibly beat that. So in that situation, this could be like the best option for Wake Up. If you don't feel like having to guess what they're gonna do on Wake Up, this is the perfect situation.
An absolute badass.
Beast.
Right.
And so the way this works, the cycling is once you do the summon, like I said, it'll go through, and it goes in a particular order. And if you hold down in R1, it goes the opposite order. So you could go from Crystalline to Aftershock instead of and skip Metallic in between, if that makes sense. But it's cycling.
Yeah.
So there is definitely a skill.
Yeah, they can't skip it, which is awesome. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot because it keeps them always. Because it doesn't have. I don't have to guess. I don't always have to guess which one they're gonna switch off of. I don't have to do that anymore. Instead, I'm just visually seeing which one is switchy to next, and I immediately have to guess. Not guess, but I immediately know which option he has next. The only thing I have to worry about is of course the character that he's playing as. But for the cameo, I just need to understand which variation he chooses, and then figure out what to do next. Because it seems like most of his moves are pretty safe. I think that's like the best thing about Tremor is that his moves, all of his moves that like does attack, except for that triple low that looks unsafe as hell. But other than that, everything else looks pretty safe. It looks pretty good. So yeah.
You're gonna have to manage.
Oh, but another thing they introduced, this. Let me see if they pull it up.
And then there's a really
yeah, of course they're gonna pull it up.
really sets him apart. When you call him out, it's an ambush move, and you can transition into any of these attacks. So let me show you. Right now I'm in Crystalline.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to Aftershock and then immediately enter a back in R1, he will immediately, while still on screen, go into the ground pound.
Exactly. Which is
Oh.
beautiful. And which is also crazy. That is another thing. It costs meter. No, it costs the full bar of the cameo, and it's an immediate ambush move. So you can immediately hit him with a triple low, and you can still combo after that. So if you catch him doing this, like he's doing here,
Like so.
you're still moving. Omni-Man is still moving, as you saw. But if he done it regularly, without having to variously switch, he can't move. Because, like, it's a normal move. But as you saw, it's literally, like,
While
you can
still on
switch,
screen, go
and you
into
can move right after that.
like so.
You couldn't normally do that if he done that by itself. But if he switches, and it immediately switches variations afterwards, he can move around while the cameo is still hitting him. So even if this is a unsafe low attack, you're not going to be able to punish me because I'm moving away from him. I'm literally not in your facility anymore. I'm not in that range for you to, like, you still have to block. Basically, you still have to block, you still have to guess. Because even after you block all this, you still have to guess. Am I going to pursue you? Or am I going to go into stance? Am I going to fly around you? Or am I going to hit you with overhead? What am I going to do? Which is amazing. This is crazy.
Oh, interesting.
Or next in the cycle is metallic. So let's say I want to do the bowling ball. I can do it.
That's another thing. It takes as a whole ball. Whole armor.
Interesting. Very cool.
Takes a
So
whole
that
armor.
amount out of it.
All right, let's skip. Let's